Hi everyone, Kelly Prouse from KP's Photography here. I just wanted to do a little video today for the fun fact of the day. Now the fun fact of the day is that most photographers and editors just basically enhance in a photo what is already there. A lot of people think that we make all kinds of changes by cutting and pasting and moving and taking out things. And that is only true to a point. Yes, we take out blemishes, because who wants blemishes in their senior photos? I mean, that blemish is not going to be there for the rest of their life. That's not who they are. So yeah, we take out blemishes sometimes. And we do take out small objects in the background that may take the focus off of the person. But most everything that's done in Photoshop to edit a photo is just enhancing what is already there. So, for example, we may brighten the colors, we may darken the colors, and also darken or brighten certain other areas in a photo. For example, in this photo, I wanted to enhance the French horn a little bit. He's very proud of his French horn, and I thought that not only is this showcasing him as a person, but it's also showcasing what's part of him, and what's part of him is his French horn. So I wanted to enhance a little bit of the French horn by brightening the brights and darkening the darks in the French horn. Now, a lot of people think that, oh well, Photoshop is just fake stuff. You know, this is all just fake. But really, it's not. This is the same kind of things that are done when developing film. When developing film, you can brighten and darken certain parts of an image in the developing stage. And Photoshop just mimics those same actions. So I wanted to show you really quick how I do this. So in this photo, I went ahead and made it black and white. And there are a lot of different tools you can use and a lot of different ways to darken and brighten certain areas of a photo. But I like to use layers, and for this photo I use something called a curves layer. Now in Photoshop, layers, it's really complicated and technical, and if you don't know anything about Photoshop, it can be confusing. But basically a layer is, what would you think about is, like, if you have a window and you put tint over that window, and then you scratch off some of that tint, the other part, the what's behind that tint, will show through. Or say you put they have these new things you can put on windows that, well, actually they've been around for a long time. They put like a fogginess over your window. Or like in bathrooms, you put this film almost like thing over the top of your window so people can't, from the outside, can't see in your bathroom window. So think about layers in Photoshop as that. Okay, so what I did was, with one area, I brightened it, so I put over this film, I brightened it, and then I scratched off or brushed off some of that film to bring out highlights or shadows in the photo. So that's a little to explain how layers work in Photoshop. I know it's really confusing. But what I did was I went ahead and put kind of like this film or this layer, to darken or lighten the photo, and I brushed the parts on that I wanted darker, or I brushed the parts on that I wanted lighter. So I'll show you. I have this layer turned off right now, almost as if I just like took it right off. And then now what I'm going to do is put it back on. I'm going to show you the parts that I actually darkened. So this is just enhancing what's already there. So this first one that I'm going to show you is, if you look into the dark areas, once I turn this layer on, you're going to see those dark areas get darker. I'm just enhancing it, what's already there. I'm not changing it, I'm just enhancing it. Okay, so that's on. I'll show you again. This is off. This is on. I'm just darkening the areas that are already dark. And you'll notice in the photo over here, this is a reflection that was coming off the horn, and I felt like that reflection was taking away from him and the horn, so I actually just darkened that area also. And if you want to look in this area, I'll show you. I literally just darkened it. Okay? I just darkened it so it doesn't take away from him and the horn. Okay, so now this layer here in this area is where I lighten the lights. So I brighten what's already bright. Now I didn't make a lot of adjustments to this one because I felt like it didn't need it. So if you look in the bright areas, like this area here, some in here, up in here, a little bit up in this area too, you'll see how I just brightened the brights. And like I said, this can be done in developing film also. Alright, so I'm turning this layer on to show you. Okay, it's just very subtle. I felt like I didn't need a lot of highlights, because if I got it too bright, then the focus would be off of his face, and I didn't want that. So it's just very little. Just very little. There's off, and there's on. Okay, so that is the fun fact of the day, is that most of the time we just enhance the things that are already there, including colors, highlights, shadows, enhancing what's already there. Alright, have a great day, you guys. Talk to you later.